for watching this video. If you are new to my channel and this is how you are first meeting me, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I usually do a lot of rave related content and beauty and makeup content on my channel, but I do mix in some health and fitness kind of things because that is a huge part of my life. So I had been thinking about doing this video for a very long time, and I don't know what struck me today, but I was like, I'm finally sitting down and filming this. I think it's because I knew that this is going to be a little bit longer form, and I try to keep my videos on the shorter side. But I have a lot to say. I have a lot of helpful tips, and if you are trying to lose weight or you are also on a fitness journey like I am, then I hope that you guys find this video very helpful. I'm going to be taking you guys through my whole weight loss journey. As you can tell by the title, I have lost 30 pounds. I have kept it off. I have adopted a completely new lifestyle, and I have just a really healthy attitude about food and my body, and I hope that this video is helpful to a bunch of you guys. So if you are interested in hearing all about my weight loss journey, how I kept it off, my tips, my advice, and how I deal with the normal struggles that everybody goes through with their body, then please keep watching. Also, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button in the end if you guys enjoyed this video. I'm more than happy to do more fitness related stuff, because if you've ever seen my Instagram account at Kapotes, I am currently in the middle of a summer fitness challenge, so I am posting so much fitness stuff on my Instagram right now. Feel free to follow me there. You guys can see all of my current workout routines. Anyway, just to give you some background, I will try and keep the background portion quick, but I have gained and lost weight my whole life. I have been a yo-yo dieter, I would say, like up until about high school. I was in pretty good shape. I was always active. I did sports. In high school, I definitely gained a lot of weight for a bunch of different reasons for that. Overall, just probably not the healthiest attitude as like a lot of people have. Then before my senior year of high school, I actually ended up losing about 20 pounds, I want to say, over the course of a summer, which was crazy, and it wasn't done in the most healthy fashion. I definitely admit that. And guess what? I gained it all back in college. It lasted me probably like 2 years that I maintained that weight loss, and I gained literally 30 pounds back like that. By the time I was a senior in college, I was the heaviest I've ever been in my entire life. I will be sure to insert pictures here as much as I don't want to. That's a part of the process, and you need to be honest with yourself. The pictures that I'm going to show, I don't even look like myself. I don't even recognize that person. I am so far from that now in my current state. Happier than I've ever been. Oh, I do want to include those photos though, just so you guys can see where I've been, because I have gained and lost weight. And again, I'm currently down 30 pounds. Kept it off. But one thing I do want to mention that was a huge part of me losing my weight the first time around was I read the book Skinny Bitch, which is controversial. It was written by two women who are vegan, so there was a lot of information about not eating animal products and things like that. But when I was 17 years old, I made the decision. I've been vegetarian on and off. I've tried being vegan, all that kind of stuff. But for consistent, I want to say 9 years. It's gotta be more than that. Wow. I'm literally just realizing this video. It's been 10 years. 10 years ago, I decided to cut out beef and pork from my diet. So I'm a poultritarian, if you want to call it that. But I only eat poultry and fish, seafood, all that kind of stuff. So I have not had beef or pork in 10 years. It's my own personal decision. I just don't want to eat it. I like to find healthier alternative options. So that being said, just so you know that background. But if you want to read Skinny Bitch, one of the major things I took out of that book is that soda is horrible for you, and I cut soda out and I really watched what I was drinking. I lost about like 8 pounds within 2 weeks just by cutting out the amount of soda that I was drinking, so that's a huge one. And also there's a lot about dairy in there, so I try to watch my dairy intake. But anyway, let me take you back to the beginning. About 3 years ago, I would probably say, is when my fitness journey started, and it was in March 2015 when I was like, I gotta get my act together, I gotta get my ass in gear, fitness. You know, it was probably like cardio machines here and there, but like nothing crazy, just your typical like whatever, elliptical treadmill here and there. So I personally decided to join a HIIT gym. I heard a lot about high intensity interval training. You know, CrossFit was becoming a big thing, but I didn't want to go into CrossFit. And I just heard that interval training and circuit training was really, really good for building muscle, becoming stronger, and also helping with losing weight. Other key thing I do want to mention is that I did go off of my birth control. I personally think that a huge reason I held on to weight and always yo-yo dieted it was because I was on birth control for about 7 years. So that also aided in my weight loss. I went off birth control and I joined this HIIT gym. Now this was like the most intense gym I had ever been to in my life, but there are different levels. So even as a beginner, being like overweight, I started slow. I dropped in at a couple classes and I was like, wow, like this is intense. This is really gonna get me in good shape. And within a month of doing those classes, I probably ended up going about 3 times a week by the end of it. I lost an inch off my waist and I was feeling stronger. So I was like, I gotta keep this up. I also tried to do other things, like I work in Manhattan, so I started walking to work a lot more often and definitely paying like a little bit more attention to my diet. A year later, in March of 2016, my job relocated me and I was unfortunately not able to go to my gym anymore. I was devastated, like absolutely devastated. If any of you guys belong to a gym and you know like the kind of community that you establish and all the friends that you establish, like I was devastated. I was consistently going 3 times a week. That was the package I signed up for. I loved it. It was the first time that I fell in love with the workout. I wanted to go to the gym. It did not feel like a chore and I felt challenged every single class. I think that's a key thing. Like you need to find something that excites you and does not make working out feel like a chore. It should be enjoyable. So at that point I had been at my gym for about a year. So what I ended up doing is I continued my workouts at home. I bought kettlebells. I bought the things that I could do at home. I had a treadmill. My gym personally changed my mind. Like I never wanted to be skinny. Like I don't really love that word. I wanted to be strong. I wanted to be healthy. Like those are the words that I like. I wanted to be more flexible. I wanted to have higher endurance. Like those were all things that I started using as words for my goals and my fitness goals. When I was working out at home, I noticed that over that time I continued to lose some weight, but I was also losing my muscle because I just wasn't pushing myself probably as hard as those classes were, and I didn't have all of the equipment that they had and the routines that they do. So I did maintain my weight loss in the 9 months that I stopped going to my gym. But again, like I really missed feeling like super strong and like with all my muscles. I missed my like biceps and my shoulders. So, you know, I did just really try and stick to a good diet. That was a huge thing. Diet is everything, and I will get into that. I just want to talk about my fitness journey first, and then I'll talk about my diet. By January 2017, January 2017, I was back in Manhattan at a new job. I joined my gym back again. Instantly, it was like the first thing I did. They were doing a New Year's challenge, so I was going 5 times a week. I really threw myself back into it and I saw the results again immediately. I was like building it right back up. It's funny how your muscles work like that when you push them. I had sort of probably like plateaued with my weight, and I really just wanted to like lose those extra couple pounds. So like I said, I signed up for my gym's challenge for New Year's. I really watched my diet. It was a lot of lean proteins, tons and tons of veggies, sweet potatoes, like stir fries, all that good stuff. That's a huge thing. Like if I'm going to cut weight, I'm cutting carbs and I'm cutting dairy first, because carbs bloat me like no other. Carbs are like my personal enemy. No good. Very little processed foods. I'm pretty big on that. Unless I'm having like some cheat meals here and there, I really look at my labels. Not a lot of processed foods. And also when I'm trying to cut weight, no alcohol, or like I can't say no alcohol. Who am I kidding? Very limited alcohol, because I am definitely the type of person that blows my calories over the weekend by drinking too much. So definitely watch what you're drinking. But yeah, during that time, it helped me get over those like extra couple pounds that I was trying to lose. But yeah, just to push it home, July 2018, I'm just like a completely different person. Very, very different relationship with food, which I think is the absolute biggest thing. Like, if you're like me, I think about food all day, every day. Like, it is just never something that's gonna be like a second thought to me. Like, I'm always thinking about my meals, what I'm eating. Am I eating too much? Am I eating too little? Like, it's just definitely a different relationship. It's more of a healthy one than it used to be. Up until this point, like I said, at my max, I had lost 32 pounds, but I gain and lose a couple here and there. I'm used to it now. It doesn't freak me out anymore. My weight, you know, doesn't yo-yo. I'll gain maybe 3 pounds, lose 3 pounds, something like that. But I am, again, in the middle of a summer challenge, so I am aggressively working out right now. I rarely ever weigh myself because if you do a workout like me, you gain so much muscle, but you become leaner at the same time. So I go by how my clothes fit me. I went from a size in jeans, I think I was like a 10. I'm a 2, which is fucking insane. Like, that is absolutely insane to me. I never thought that I would be in a jean size like that. So I'm very proud of myself and I work really hard. There are a couple things I want to note that I think will be very helpful for you if you're struggling, if you're in the middle of your weight loss journey. I think that these things can help you. You need to know that there's always going to be setbacks. Good months, good weeks, bad days. It's all going to happen. Like I said, during the holidays, I'll probably go up a couple pounds. My jeans will fit me tightly. I'll switch into my 4s. And I just don't let it bother me anymore. Like, that is something that used to drive me insane, but I think now I have the mentality of, like, you're never going to let yourself get to that place again, so it's okay to have moments. Get off course, but you got to get right back on it. I think it's that rebound time that really makes a difference. So used to be the type of person that, like, I would have a cheat meal and I'd be like, well, that derailed my day. Like, might as well eat whatever I want the rest of the day. Like, that is the worst attitude to have. Restart as soon as you have that cheat meal. It really does make a difference. I can't even tell you. You'll feel it in your stomach. If you're eating till you're, like, sickeningly full every time, something ain't right about that. I personally always used checkpoints to motivate myself. So like I said, there are going to be times where you know you're going to gain weight. Holiday cookies, Thanksgiving dinner, it's gonna happen. But I personally use music festivals and things like that, summer vacations, like, as my checkpoints to give myself that extra little push and get over any plateaus. If I was the same weight for a while, it would just use these things as motivation. So a wedding, if you have a birthday coming up, like anything like that, definitely set a goal for yourself and try to hit it. Just don't be unrealistic with your timeline. You know, if you're giving yourself 3 weeks to lose 15 pounds, like, that is not even fair to yourself to try and do, and you're probably going to do it in an unhealthy manner, so we don't want any of that happening. Thinking about food in a different way, like, I personally, once I started doing these workouts, I think of food as fuel, and I feel like shit during my workout when I eat crap the night before. So for me, it's more about like performance and, like I said, like gaining muscle, feeling stronger. Like, I'm going to eat things that are going to make my workouts better, that are going to make me feel better. I started paying attention to how I felt after a meal. I have done different diets. I recently did the Whole30 elimination program. I'll put a card up in here so you guys can see how that went. Spoiler alert, wasn't my favorite, but it was an elimination diet where I cut out a bunch of things and then I added them back in slowly to see how my body reacted. Sugar made me break out like crazy, and it was the hardest addiction for me to kick. Carbs, and I knew this already, are just not good with my body. It like visibly makes my stomach look so much bigger. My clothes feel tighter. So I really try and watch my carb intake on the regular. Yeah, I think that was a huge learning lesson. When things made me sick, I was like, why am I eating this? Like, why am I doing this to my body? It's making me sick, particularly with ice cream. Like, I used to eat a pint of Ben & Jerry's, you don't even know, multiple times a week, whole thing, one sitting. Felt sick to my stomach. That's not healthy. That's not helping me in any way. So pay attention to what you're eating. How do you feel after? And just take a note of it. That'll be the biggest thing I can definitely say about your diet. Eat what makes you feel good. Cook meals at home. Try not to go out as often. You know, swap out ingredients for healthier options here and there. You know, meal prepping is probably one of the biggest things that I use in maintaining my weight loss. I pack lunches, I make smoothies for breakfast in the morning, and I really do rotate like a lot of the same foods. I'm not gonna lie, definitely cook with fresh ingredients, and I have my favorite things that I'll eat all the time. More than happy to do a video on my exact meal plans and like my favorite recipes, low calorie things like that. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in that video. Think of your food as fuel. Treat yourself every now and then. Everyone's got to treat themselves. I'm a chocolate addict. I have dark chocolate covered graham crackers from Trader Joe's in my pantry at all times. I'm just really good at portion control now. That's another thing. I can have 1 or 2 of them and I call it a day. I'm not going to sit there going to town. Same with a bag of chips. It took me a long time to get here, but I can open a bag of chips, eat a couple, and put it away. Put it away. You don't need to eat the whole thing. Portion control, portion control, portion control. And the biggest change of all after all of this is how you feel about yourself. Again, like I said, I'm just have so much better relationship. It is something you will work on every day. It's not always easy. When I have my period and I hate my body and I hate myself, I'm like, oh, this is about right. It's that time of the month again where you're gonna hate your body for a week. But go easy on yourself. You're gonna have setbacks. Just get back on track as quickly as you can. Like I said, indulge, maybe not every day, but save it for those moments where it's actually worth it. For me, it's like I'd rather eat a delicious, amazing ice cream cone once in a while in the summer than have like crappy store brand cookies every single day. Like, save it for something that is so worth the calories. And lastly, of course, drink a ton of water. At all times, I've got lemon water. Like, even just throwing that lemon slice in my water makes me want to drink more of it. It just tastes better. I hydrate like crazy. It helps clear my skin a lot of the time. So watch the things you're drinking. Definitely, keep it clean if you can. And make those small changes every day. Walk to work, take the stairs, go outside. Keep healthy snacks, guys. That is key. Keep healthy snacks. I always got like healthy like nuts or like nectarines, fruits, all that good stuff on hand when I get hungry, because you don't want to just get home at the end of the day and just binge eat everything in your closet. Play with your dogs, whatever it is that you can do. Start small and you will see how your endurance will build over this time. Like, I did not get up to 5 HIIT workouts a week overnight. Like I said, this has been 3 years that I've been building up until this point. So everyone starts somewhere. Start small. Go easy on yourself. It is a marathon, not a sprint, for sure. Anyway, that is where I am now today. I hope this wasn't too long, but I hope that it was helpful and you guys enjoyed this video and you learned something. Again, please leave me comments below. I would love to chat with you guys where you're at. Tell me a little bit about yourself, your diet, your fitness journey. I'd love to open this up to a discussion. More than happy to do more fitness related videos or health related videos. So please follow me on Instagram at Emma Kapotes. I post a lot of my workout routines there. You can see my gym, you can see everything in action. Please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out, and please subscribe before you guys leave. Hope you're all having an awesome week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.